My name is Allan Carlson, President of the Howard Center for Family, Religion, and Society, editor of the publication The Family in America. Now, on your seats is a copy of the current issue of the publication. The special focus of this issue was The New Feminism Turns 50, noting the 50th anniversary of the publication of Betty Friedan's The Feminine Mystique, which correctly, I think, identified as the beginning or the return of the equity feminist movement to prominence in American intellectual and political life. So it's an attempt to assess what the legacy of the new feminism has been 50 years later. This is yours to keep, and in fact, I think we're going to have some extra copies. Feel free to take some with you. Subscription cards are on the inside. We're always eager to get new subscribers. In the 2012 election, proposed restrictions on reproductive rights led Democrats to accuse Republicans of waging a war on women. A war which many commentators believed cost Mitt Romney a considerable vital share of the female vote, and hence the election. Well, is there really a war on women? And if so, are the issues those raised in November? Or are there other deeper concerns at stake? Those are the questions we're going to consider today, and have four distinguished commentators to address these matters. I'm going to introduce all four now, then ask each to share their views, followed by discussions and questions, and lunch at the end of the event. We'll be going in old-fashioned alphabetical order here. First speaker will be Dr. Janice Krause, Senior Fellow at the Beverly LaHaye Institute, the think tank for concerned women for America. She's a recognized authority on cultural, family, children's, and women's issues. She was a presidential speechwriter during the first Bush administration, and twice served the second President Bush as an ambassador to the United Nations. She's debated at the Oxford Union, is the author of two books, recent books, Children at Risk and Marriage Matters, and is the 2013 recipient of the Natural Family Woman of the Year Award, which will be presented at the World Congress of Families 7, held in Sydney, Australia this May. By the way, that's another project of the Howard Center. Ross Douthat joined the New York Times as an op-ed columnist in April 2009, making him the youngest op-ed columnist in that paper's history. He's also been a senior editor for The Atlantic, a blogger for theatlantic.com, and has written for the Wall Street Journal, the Weekly Standard, the Claremont Review of Books, GQ, Slate, and others. He's written extensively on marriage, children, and family, and is the author most recently of Bad Religion: How We Became a Nation of Heretics. He and his wife recently welcomed their second daughter. Our absent speaker, who we are seeking to free, Kay Heimowitz, is the William E. Simon Fellow at the Manhattan Institute, a contributing editor of City Journal. She writes extensively on childhood, family issues, poverty, and cultural change in America. And her work has appeared in such major publications as the New York Times, Wall Street Journal, Washington Post, The New Republic. She's the author of 4 books, most recently, Manning Up: How the Rise of Women Has Turned Men into Boys, and is co-author of the report, Not Yet: The Benefits and Costs of Delayed Marriage, which has received quite a bit of media attention. Our final speaker will be Dr. Ryan McPherson. He's chairman of the History Department and professor of American History at Bethany Lutheran College, Mankato, Minnesota. He's also senior editor of The Family in America, founding president of the Hausvater Project, Housefather in English, a nonprofit organization promoting a biblical vision for family, church, and society. He's the author of the textbook, Rediscovering the American Republic, and the bioethics primer, The Culture of Life. He speaks regularly on issues such as pro-choice rhetoric, the history of no-fault divorce, and the electoral